Hi, I'm Carrie, and this vlog is going to be me, currently no makeup, unfiltered, in a very cluttered house, and just want to start documenting what's going on in my life and hopefully help me keep track of my many projects going forward. Bit of history. I used to work for Microsoft. I lived in Fargo, North Dakota, and in 2022, I lost my husband unexpectedly. We had been together for 30 years, and then the following year I lost my mom and my dad, and something changed in my brain, and I was no longer able to keep up at work, and I was very frustrated to end up leaving work on a low note because I really enjoyed my job at Microsoft and I was very good at it, but no longer so after the events. I will say that Microsoft worked with me very well. They are one of the reasons I liked it there so much is they cared about people, about their employees, and they worked with me for 2 years trying to get everything under control. Diagnosed with ADHD, exacerbated by the death of my husband, etc. But medication, counseling, none of that worked. And they ended up, after a couple of years of they had to let me go, which I don't blame them. I couldn't keep up. But it was a great job. So, no real savings because my husband was medically expensive, as was my student loan, still is. So what I did was cashed in my 401k and found a house anywhere in the U.S. that I could buy for cash to get out from under my mortgage. So my son moved into his, well, didn't move, we stayed for a month or two. I moved in with my niece and nephew, his cousins, and put about 4,000 miles on his truck looking for houses, which he live streamed to me as he viewed them. And we ended up buying a historical home on the historical registry in Illinois. So I lost my job January 2025, and then we moved. Well, now it is May 16th, so we moved in about a year ago into this historical home. Sold our house in Fargo, which took way too long and really ate into any savings that I had. I did do unemployment, but at my age, I got absolutely no replies to all of my applications. I'm not even sure right now if I can successfully hold a job anymore, especially at the level that it was before. But I have to figure a way to continue forward. So I am going to try, I'm going to try doing my art. I used to sell my art exclusively. I do have a degree, a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in art. And I made a living prior with selling my artwork. I'm going to give that a go again. Very slow getting started with this. There is, where I'm located, there is a very nice farmer's market that happens during the summer. It starts on the 23rd, and it's every Saturday, and it's well attended, about 200 users probably, or visitors. So they had a pre-season plant sale, and on the 9th I did that. I I'm not out of the red yet, but plants, I don't know. It was my first market. So we'll try to build on that. I won't continue doing plants. It was just that happened to be a pre-season plant sale. I wanted to have my art ready to be able to display some of my art as an introduction, but I was unable to get that done. So now my next one is going to be June 13th. I'm only going to do once a month because I have to build up my inventory. And I've had about a 10-year hiatus from doing my artwork because Microsoft was a demanding job and I spent way too much time at work and then taking care of the rest of the house. Household, I should say. I don't take care of my house very well working at that. Anyway, so it's been about 10 years since I've actually done my artwork, and I've pulled out my art, and I'm not happy with it. I am not willing to put out my current artwork that I have that's not been sold. I don't want to put my name on it, so I need to create new inventory, and that's where I'm at now. But before I get started, I need to finish my home garden. In Fargo, I had a beautiful large yard with a large garden. The last few years there, I was not able to garden due to everything I've been going through. But I'm gonna do it again here in Illinois. I have a much smaller yard, so I'm putting 3 raised planters, starting with 3 raised planters on my front porch and 1 large pot for tomato in my front yard. Then I'm going to put some more in the backyard, directly in the ground, because buying soil is so expensive when you're first starting a raised bed. I don't know if I'll have the money to fill all 3 planters, but we'll see. I am lining them with cardboard because I don't want to have to go and buy new fabric liners right now. I'm trying not to spend money anywhere that I don't have to spend money. I have a I have a lot of seedlings because I was growing them under grow lights for the farmer's market. Since I had to grow them for myself anyway, I went ahead and just multiplied them. I will probably, if I have space, I will probably continue bringing some of the plants that I started to the farmer's market alongside my artwork until I sell out of it. I am able to also bring any produce that I produce in addition to what I need for my own home, sell that alongside my artwork as well, whatever I can do to generate an income. I have my 2 adult sons and my adult great niece is living here with me in the same home. Only one of us is working. The other 2 are, one is receiving disability and the other is getting a disability diagnosis still. So those are fun things to deal with. Anyway, I hope this provides something for the viewers, in addition to helping me track my progress. The things that I need to progress on are finances, which loops in my creativity, so my artwork and my gardening, which loops in my health, which is not good. I am on the upswing on my weight, which is not good. I was on the downswing, but now I'm on the upswing again. I gotta get that fixed. Diabetic type 2, Last summer, my new house yard went to pot because I ended up in the hospital with pancreatitis from high triglycerides, and it's amazing how quickly a house or the yard can go nuts when you don't take care of it. So I have spent a lot of time cleaning it out. I am not done. So I'll take you along with me on that journey, and what I can find time for homemade baking. I'm trying to get away from processed foods and hopefully gear myself toward an anti-inflammatory diet, high fiber, more vegetables. Trying to stay away from chips, which are my downfall. Anyway, I got lots of journeys that I'm going to be going on. So come along with me, see how things go. Thanks.